What's up guys, Jason Massey here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're on an episode of potential transfers and we have 9 players to get through in this episode guys. So as always, if you can smash 2,000 likes that would be greatly appreciated. In the comments below, let me your thoughts on today's rumours and what rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you're to my channel, class subscribe button for daily FIFA content. So first up today we've actually got a rumour that's been going on for a fair amount of time. That is going to be Cedric Berahino potentially going to Tottenham. Today the Daily Mirror are suggesting that West Brom are actually willing to sell him to Tottenham for £25 million. And apparently this is down to the West Brom manager Tony Pulis giving them the green light to actually complete the move. Because again, 25 mil for Berahino's astronomically high, and the Baggies themselves, West Brom actually signed their record transfer fee last week by getting Rondon from Zenit St. Petersburg. They also signed Ricky Lambert as well, so they've got some depth up front now. Also likes of Anichibi, and I think there's one more as well. So I mean, Berahino, it wouldn't be the worst thing for them to get rid of him, and they'll also be able to cash in on that massive fee. But Tottenham, I think I'd be overpaying. And now that we've actually got a Ukrainian player that's not on FIFA Ultimate Team, that is going to be a Yarmolenko, currently playing for Dynamo Kiev in the Ukrainian league, and he's actually a very good player, and he was recently linked to a Stoke City, I do believe, before they signed Shaqiri. And today the Daily Express are saying that Everton are the current leaders for his signature, and he actually impressed against them in the Europa League last season with an absolute belter of a goal, and he's definitely a goal scorer. He scored over 20 goals last season. He actually plays out on the right hand side, can play on the left and can play down the middle as well, so he's very versatile on the front line and would be a great addition for them. And now we have a new transfer rumour for Aston Villa. That is going to be Benik Afobe, currently playing for Wolves. I think he's an ex-Arsenal striker, and the Sunday Express is saying that Villa manager Tim Sherwood is planning a move for him after an impressive season. They're looking to bulk up their attack after the departure of Christian Benteke to Liverpool. They have already brought in the likes of Rudy Gestede, Adama Traore, or Jordan Ayew, and I think there's a couple more attackers in there as well. So they spent the money very wisely and got a lot of squad depth now. And now we have a new Newcastle rumour. That is going to be Florian Thauvin. I can't say his name, apologies for that, but he's basically linked to Newcastle today, and the Sunday Mirror are saying that Newcastle are confident of wrapping up a £12 million move for the Marseille winger. They want to get it completed as early as this week, probably in the next couple of days. And actually, there's also part of the article saying that Remy Cabella, who actually signed last summer, apparently could be going the opposite direction on loan. There's also a £8 million bid somewhere in there. And Remy Cabella really hasn't reached what people thought he would do after the move from Montpellier. So moving on from him, we're going to go on to Juan Cuadrado. And Juventus are the current linked team today, and the Tuttosport are saying that Cuadrado is actually pushing for a return to Italy, and Juventus in particular, because they want the midfielder on loan, but Jose Mourinho wants a permanent move. He wants to try and recoup as much money as they possibly can out of the guy they actually only bought back in January for around £25 million. He's not played much, and he really has struggled and probably be considered a flop. And with the likes of Oscar, Eden Hazard, Willian, all above him currently, he's going to struggle getting back in that team, and I can understand why he does want the moves given the fact that it's not worked out and probably wants to go back to Italy. And now we've got David De Gea, one of the longest running transfer rumours of the summer. And the reason he's back in it is because there's actually like a little bit of a change in the actual situation. The Daily Mirror are saying that Real Madrid will give David De Gea a £12 million signing on fee if he sees out his contract at Manchester United until next season. And you may actually notice he's not been in the Manchester United team for the last 2 games, and apparently he's not in tomorrow's one for the Champions League either. And Louis van Gaal has essentially said that he's not in the right frame of mind after all the rumours regarding his future. And for a professional footballer, I find that pretty pathetic. And now we've got one that surprised a lot of people. That is going to be Nicolas Otamendi, the Argentine international of Valencia. Today, he's into a big, it's a big money move, and also quite a controversial one. He was initially linked to Manchester United, and today it looks like Otamendi will be going to Man City. So this is actually according to multiple sources, Sky Sports News, there's also Guillaume Balaguer in there, and a fair few articles like that, and journalists. So the actually first bit is saying that Man City have agreed a €40 million deal for the Valencia centre-back, which is £28 million. They're confident the actual transfer could be wrapped up in the next couple of days. The article says hours, but it's actually posted about 6 hours ago, so obviously that is not the case. It does actually see apparently the French, what they're going to call flop, Mangala head the other way on a year-long loan. And then it goes on to say that Valencia still owe Man City money for Negredo, so they've actually taken it off their initial £50 million release clause that I think United were actually linked with. They've beaten United to the actual signature, it seems, and again, this is according to Guillaume Balaguer about I think it's 2 hours ago now, saying he's actually arrived in England already. And that moves us on to this one, which is going to be again Mangala to Valencia. And I actually feel kind of sorry for him, because the first 2 games of the season, he seems to have actually got himself around that kind of flop thing and formed a decent partnership with Vincent Kompany. One article though is saying that Man City are actually using him as a deal clincher to try and get Otamendi ahead of Manchester United. The other one saying that, that's actually Guillaume Balaguer saying this, that this actually a separate deal to the whole Otamendi situation. It's probably because he would struggle getting into that Manchester City team, given the fact that they would have Vincent Kompany, Di Michaelis, and also Otamendi and Danea. So I mean, Mangala, I don't know, I kind of, like I said, I feel sorry for him, because he's getting some form now, and we'll have have to be shipped on probably from that. And then we've finally got Thomas Muller potentially going to Manchester United. So it isn't all bad for United. And today, the Sunday Express, or yesterday, they actually said that the Bayern forward wants to join Manchester United this summer. And there's literally nothing else in this article at all. So I mean, in general, I mean, off the top of my head, the only thing I can think of is the whole Louis van Gaal like relationship he's got with him. And I think he's very unlikely to leave Bayern, given how dominant they are. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's like they've been pulled out of a hat, really. But anyway, guys, let's go around today's potential transfers. Enjoy this video, smash the like button, 2,000 likes would be greatly appreciated. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I should in the next episode. Add to my channel, click subscribe button for daily FIFA content, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.